What's going on, you wild hockey enthusiasts? Your favorite coach is back here for another Mighty Ducks review. I'm Coach Logan Myerz. That's my good mate over there.
Coach Henry Hill.
And we're talking more Mighty Ducks game changers. Episode 8 tonight, Change on the Fly is what this one's called. We've been having yet another great time with this series, watching this each Friday and talking about it with you, for you guys right here on our YouTube channel, and hitting into all the nostalgic feels and, really diving into this team of the Don't Bothers and reintroducing Coach Gordon Bombay being the assistant coach, helping these kids out. But tonight, episode 8, Change on the Fly, is a really good episode, and some crazy things happen. So the Don't Bothers keep winning. They're doing really well. They're playing as a team with everything that Coach Gordon Bombay has been teaching them. Last episode, they went out to the old pond to learn how to be a team. And this time around, they just start winning. And Alex, the coach, which putting fun first is her motto and slogan, really isn't working for her anymore. She just cares about winning, and she's really a really bad person in this episode. It gets to her head, and she just cares about winning the championship, and that's it. She forgot about how it's supposed to be about fun and learning.
This episode totally takes the momentum of the past couple episodes with all the nostalgia, and kind of this one felt really different to me. It felt kind of a little too rushed for me, just because not only from the amount of games and the time it covers, it just felt like they didn't invest enough time into Alex, letting the winning get to her head. It's kind of just like one episode and you see them winning a couple times, and then all of a sudden we're supposed to believe that Alex is a big shot now. And
that's true.
It didn't work. This one didn't. I'm gonna rate this one lower than the others just because it felt kind of like a different pace, obviously, and just kind of took me out of the nostalgia a little bit too much. I felt like this was kind of filler, honestly. The wins they had the beginning scene there with Nick getting the goal, which was cool to see him, get the goal.
Our favorite character. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wasn't invested in any of the games. They just kind of put you right at the end of the action, and you see the scoreboard and somebody shoots a goal. Just kind of off for me a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of rushed it into like D2 when Gordon Bombay starts winning. He's the coach of Team America, and he's in LA Hollywood getting his hair done and slick back hair, and just like it starts to get to him. And that's how it is with Alex. She's like getting interviewed for TV all of a sudden. And she becomes like a totally different person within 30 minutes. Yeah, so I get what you're saying about that. They did rush that. Mm-hmm. Maybe that would have been better the next episode, like leading into that. But instead, we're just like, shoot, you're a bad person in this episode, and all you care about is winning. You're going against everything that you taught the team in the first 7 episodes.
Right. Yeah. It was just a little too different. Not to say that it was bad or anything. And we got to see some nice relationships form. In particular, in this episode, we got to see more of a focus on Logan, not you, Uncle Logan, the character of Logan with the beautiful coiffed hair and just like your hairpiece looks. And,
yeah, right. No shit.
So yeah, we got to see him and Nick have a nice conversation, and Logan say that he saw, he sees Nick and his family and sees how close they are. He sees them having dinner, and he's always longed for that. He's never had that. So he feels like something's missing. He doesn't feel like he belongs yet. So there's a focus in this episode to kind of get, Logan on the team, get him more than just hey, he's the guy that funnily can't skate and has nice hair. And, the girls like him. There's a little humanity put to him. So now he's part of the team. And I liked his scenes with Bombay, like you mentioned, with him discovering his talent. And Bombay, of course, is able to get him to finally skate. He just needs to learn how to stop, but he has some good handling skills now that we see. And so that was nice to see his story move forward.
Yeah, he was kind of in the backseat most of the season. So it's nice to get some actually backstory and where he's at as a young kid. He does have a great family. His mom cheated on his dad, so it's him and his dad, and he takes care of his dad by like cooking for him, and that's where he learns how to handle the pancakes, the hot cakes, flipping them. And that's how he gets these, hockey skills, handling the puck. So it's really great seeing with him and Gordon, and then also learning how to skate. So he's actually is a hockey player now, finally.
He can finally be out on the ice, and they can let him fly free. And he actually comes in handy at the very end of the episode.
Or with Nick, he's the typical comedic relief in this. And they kept saying that he's the smart kid. He's like, I'm a B- student. Why does everybody think I'm good at school? Do I have that face? Yeah, he was hilarious. And he had a great scene with him and Logan talking about how they're jealous of one another, and Logan's jealous of Nick because he has a family, and you could see that they're a happy family that eats dinner together, and Logan doesn't have that. So that was a great scene, seeing that. And then also Evan took the lead on this episode as well. With everything going on with his mom, she's kind of losing it and winning to her head, and he's trying to guide the team, and it's about winning, but it's also about having fun, putting fun first. So he had some conversations with his mom, and she's just not there at this point. She just wants to win the championship and beat the Ducks.
We saw some good scenes there with Coob too, with the whole gag with the socks.
Lucky socks, and they didn't.
Lucky socks. He takes off his skates at the end after the first match they win, and he says, these socks are what's giving us luck here. He takes off, and they're really stinky. Everybody's like, gross, man, put on your shoes, nasty. He ends up like keeping them in his helmet for luck during the game and stuff.
Yeah, and he was playing he's
convinced. Yeah, he was playing really awesome, so he wanted to stick with this. He was superstitious about these socks, and they were working. So we got to see that funny gag throughout the games that we saw. We saw, I don't know, 4 matches in here. We saw little moments of the Ducks the Don't Bothers winning. The Hawks, I think maybe the Cardinals. There were a couple other teams. Not that it matters. It's going to be between them and the Ducks when it's all over. But this is setting them to get to second place, and they're going to move on. And there's going to be a tournament after this, so that'll be very interesting. At the end of this episode, Logan's going to get his shot to make to use his skills in order to win the game, and they do a play that goes against what Coach Alex wanted, and it kind of makes her mad, and she's pissed, and she kind of
she flips out on
she's like, you're supposed to listen. You're supposed to listen to the coach. She's obviously taking things a little too seriously here and there. Now that they're winning, she's taking a little too much credit. So I'm hoping this is just a one-off from her, because honestly, I don't buy it as far as the big change so soon. It just seems like. So hopefully she gets her senses back quickly in the next episode. I'm sure she will. I don't think they'll try to, tell us that she's going bad or something, because I just don't buy it. I mean, Evan will get her to snap out of it hopefully in the next episode.
Gordon's like, snap out of it. No.
Gordon's like, I've done this throughout the films that I've done. Always in each film, I walk away from the Ducks angrily for some reason.
Don't do what I did in the first 3 films.
Only the first one where I got a DUI and then got to coach the Ducks. It was all worth it.
Now I love hockey again. These goddamn kids. But the whole aspect of Alex being like a bad guy was, like you said, very rushed. But besides that, I thought all the kids were really great. All the hockey scenes in this episode were really well done. Most of them, it looked like they were actually playing and not stunt doubles. So not sure how they did that, but it looked good. It was, really pleasing and believable, and it's really setting up for the finale. Actually, how many episodes? We have 2 left, don't we? 2 more episodes of the season.
Yep, 2 more to go, 9 and 10.
So we're going to be facing against the Ducks for the championship as we predicted. So I'm really excited for that. They're really growing as a team, playing better together, and some really great standout performances in this episode. Logan, I liked Evan a lot. It was really great. Can't wait to see them take on the Ducks and take down those wild rascals.
Take down Coach T and those wild Ducks, those evil Ducks. They'll do anything to win. Those aren't the Ducks that I know.
Hey, Evan, we're the Ducks. We're better than you. We know it.
Yeah, we get it, Coach T.
Evan just lays them out. Like 12.
On the next Disney Plus show. I had a okay time with this episode. It was a little too rushed for me overall. I just didn't like the pacing and didn't really believe Alex going bad so much. There were some good moments in this. I like the stuff with Logan, Evan, and Nick. They had some good scenes there, so it wasn't a waste. This episode, I would give a 3 out of 5 Chicago Blackhawk hair pieces.
Chris Chelios.
Jeremy Roenick.
Yeah, I think I liked it a little more than you. Yeah, I will have to say that it was a bit rushed with Alex's character, not really believable. Hopefully they iron that out in the next episode. She snaps out of it, goes back to being a good coach, about being fun and also playing well as a team and also winning. So I really like the performances here for the most part, what they did with Logan and Gordon Bombay and the rest of the team. I thought they did pretty good. With that being said, episode 8, Change on the Fly, I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5. Gordon Bombay hair pieces.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Stay tuned yet again on our YouTube channel. We got more video reviews coming up, podcasts, interviews, reviews, and all that fun stuff. Me and my good mate here, Uncle Henry. So this is us signing out from the local ice rink until the next Mighty Ducks review.
Cheers!